Reckless, Chris the Glove, David Storr en Ice-T. Nu kan ik een heleboel gaan zeggen over dat nummer, maar het is veel beter om de man er zelf bij te halen die er het meeste over kan vertellen. En dat is Chris the Glove zelf. Good evening, Chris the Glove.
Hey.
Good evening. Good we can talk to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's good evening over here. It's 7:30 p.m. I guess you're in the Westcoast, so it's about 10:30?
10:20, yep, 10:32 exactly.
Wow. Nice. So, all the way from across the world. We would like to talk to you, Chris, about how you started off in the scene. I mean, it's been a long time, of course. How did you start to pick up something in the hip-hop, and why did you choose DJing?
Well, basically, when I started, I was in, I was going to college and I was playing basketball, and I wasn't in music at all except for maybe as an organist at my church. I wasn't even into music or anything. And then I started getting into music up into these latter years of high school. When I was 16, I graduated from high school, go to college to play basketball in aeronautical engineering. And I don't make the team. I drop out of college, and I'm walking down the street and say, what can I do? And the word DJ come to mind. In 1979, DJ did not give me images of stadiums and standing on front waving my hands. You know what I mean?
No, because in the first years of hip-hop, it was all about the DJ. All the vocalists were, just there to help the DJ.
So you got to remember, this is the only rap song that's out is Rapper's Delight. Now, I'm in Los Angeles, right? So I'm not in New York. It's 1979, and I know nothing about hip-hop because there's no such thing. It's just this one rap song that I've heard. Then, I don't know, it was something musical, something about DJing. It was an epiphany, bro. I made a prayer, and God said, this is what you're going to do. I was told that I was going to be a DJ, basically. So then, because I wanted to be something that I could be the best in the world at, or at least consider myself the best in the world at. And it wasn't going to be basketball because Michael Jordan was about to go to high school, and, he's the greatest ever. So God was like, okay, not basketball. I got this guy coming. But I can put you in some movies, and you can be a DJ, so let's do this. So anyway, what got me into the scene was when I first started playing records, it was funk music, all funk. Remember the records we rapped on? So, as you said, DJ is what I consider the original B-boy. If you go to a party and there's no music, it's not a party, it's a lecture. Nobody's dancing. So, but without music, there's no hip-hop, period. I don't care what these elements guys say. So, I consider myself, and like Grandmaster Flash, Grandmaster Flowers, and Kool Herc and these guys are... Those guys, not me, but those guys are the foundations of DJing and the foundations of rap because you had to rap over the break.
Yep.
The DJ is the original B-boy because B stands for break, and the person giving it to you. Nobody knew. It wasn't nobody at home going, I'm going to play Let's Dance to the Drummer's Beat. Y'all dance, and I'm going to just keep starting it over on the record. No. It was DJ.
You had to be at a party to get that experience.
Absolutely, bro. Or, now this is what happened with us. So, now I want to become a DJ. So now there's a pursuit. There's no YouTube. There's no internet. There's no encyclopedic knowledge of DJs at all. So, here I go. First, I know I got to get the equipment. What do they use? Had to figure it all out. Radio Shack was my best friend. I'm using mixers. I find out that there are a turntable, and my mom had a record player. So her record player was in a piece of furniture so big that it took 4 men to move. Okay, it was a big piece of furniture with speakers and legs, and it had the 8-track player, the receiver, and you could put the records all inside, and had a changer. You remember those?
Yep.
So imagine trying to be a DJ and looking at that, going, "How am I going to get 2 of those anywhere?" So the turntable word came to mind. I learned of turntable from radio disc jockey because I went to college in Santa Monica to do the radio thing. Learned that. So boom, I get $2,500 from Santa Monica College. I figure out the gear that I need. I ask my dad, can I buy some turntables and a mixer? He says yes. I go buy them. I set them up in my garage, and I start researching and playing records. And then this time, a record called Adventures of Grandmaster Flash and the Wheels of Steel has now come out. It's 1980 now.
Yeah.
So now I got a representation of DJing in where I want to be. I heard that record. I'm like, this is what I want to do. So I had to reverse engineer all of that. Nobody showed me. Nobody said you take the turntable and you rock it back and forth, or you take this and you do that. No. There was no instructional video. There was no master class. There was no master in L.A. The DJs here were like pimps. They had money, big cars, and they played at Oscos, and they played disco, and they didn't scratch records. They just played hot music. Mm-hmm. That's easy. I wanted to do a performance up there. I knew in my head what I wanted to do, but I didn't see it. So my pursuit of music was the funk and, the bass and the funk. And so I started DJing with those songs. And as you go along into 1981, groups like Run DMC emerge and the Beastie Boys, and now we got rap music. But like I said before, it wasn't the party scene. It was in my garage. When I got the gear, I set up in my garage and I opened the garage door, and we didn't have gates and all that. It was like an open, you could walk the neighborhood and look down people's driveway and say, oh, what are they doing? I hear music. And the kids were the ones out. So I'm DJing in my garage just trying to learn and practice, and I got 10 kids from the neighborhood back there just hanging out. It's become a safe haven. So trip this. My mother was a babysitter. She's been babysitting kids since I was born. So now we got the whole daycare thing in the front happening, and I got kids in the back. It's like we're a youth center.
Yeah. Neighborhood
youth center. Had no idea, bro. Actually, I'm going to write that into my TV series that I'm working on. So the turntable was... So, after that became the digging up what songs are these. I knew most of those stuff he was playing because once I became a DJ and started getting the records, I started playing them, man, and the crowd in the backyard got bigger. They were always like children from 10 to 14. I was 17, 18, 19, those kids. Mm-hmm. I had people back. Okay, so of these kids, you might have heard of Evil E, Ice-T's DJ. Yep. And his brother, Hen G, the Spin Masters. Those were in my backyard, those two guys. They were kids. I had several others that became, like, one of them managed Tyrese Gibson. A bunch of kids grew up in my neighborhood that became something or still being things. In that backyard, it's a trip, man. It was like a mecca. So that put me on the pursuit of digging, and then I started going for the beats.
So you might consider yourself that you have been teaching Henji and Evil E as your proteges.
Oh, absolutely. Matter of fact, I consider myself like, before I was doing what I was doing, I had no knowledge of another person doing it. Now, there were other people doing it, but it's not the same. The Egyptian Lover, was in my realm of growth. I started hearing whispers of this guy. And he was hearing of me. But we didn't know each other. We didn't trade secrets until we met in 1983. Then we started trading secrets, and then on camera, we got breaking and entering, and, all the stuff we're doing, we're actually doing it and learning and all that. So during that time, dude, I feel like I'm like the original vampire. Me and Egyptian Lover, like if Egyptian Lover and I die, all DJs from the West Coast will die.
Wow.
I mean, all of them. Because everybody came after us.
Yeah.
Beat junkies. Dude, cats like Tiesto. The guy who passed, I can't think of his name. He was a DJ, big DJ.
Avicii?
And from Spain. Yeah, Avicii. Rest in peace. Calvin Harris. These guys attribute West Coast DJs to their rise.
Okay.
We were... in the 80s, okay, so this is what I was doing in 1984. I DJ'd for 1,500 people every week on Thursday night. It was like the biggest club in L.A., mm-hmm. and it had, the dance floor held 1,000, and the back room held 400. And that's what was happening every Thursday. That was just that, amongst the other things. So having access to that many people all the time, it creates the festival mentality. We were stage DJs. People weren't doing that. I was in a movie playing myself.
Yeah, exactly, because 1984 was also, of course, the year of break-in.
Yep. And that thing was a phenomenon from radio, the club that it stemmed from. It was way bigger than that movie. I mean, the people who used to come there, we used to stand up in the... Dude, with me and Ice-T standing on stage, Madonna's taking his shirt off and trying to get to mine. You know, like, you know, that's just one person, one instance. You got Sting, you got Michael Jackson, you got Prince, you got... I mean, these names everybody knows. These guys are littered in the audience watching us.
Yeah. So,
you know... See, that's probably why people wonder, why do these guys think they're such a big deal? Like me and Ice-T, we got this larger-than-life, especially Ice. All his life he's been at that. Because we had them watching us, man. Those people were watching us. We didn't care about regular folks. We got superstars coming to see us.
Wow. Now that's of course, one of the parts that you encounter when you're one of the originators in, you know, any field.
I know, huh? The other ones come to see the happening. That's what I call it, a happening.
Yeah. So
and they want to witness it.
Yeah, of course. Everyone would love to have witnessed that. I would have loved to witness that myself. How was it, you know, working the clubs every Thursday and also being busy on Breaking, the movie?
Well, it was funny because I worked on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I did radio. Even though we were filming Breaking, we still did radio. Actually, it stopped right on the day of release. May 4th was the last. We did one radio at a place called Palmetto. That was the last performance of radio. Then it became what the name was in the movie, Radiotron. Yeah. Radiotron didn't exist until after the movie was out. You know what I mean?
Smart move, though. Smart move.
All the legends happened in radio.
Yeah.
All that happened in radio, and everybody goes, "Oh, you had the Radiotron." No, you never. There was no Radiotron.
No, exactly. That's also
very after, and then that Breaking too. You know,
that's also very handy for, you know, distinguishing people that really know what was going on or that just were hyped by the movie.
Oh yeah, bro. I love listening to them talk. As soon as they say the Radiotron, I put them in a file. As soon as they say club radio, I'll be like, "Oh, okay,
okay."
Know something.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
Exactly.
You may know something.
So, what happened after the movie? And because, you know, it could have exploded right there, and it did. So, what started happening after the movie?
So, this is the thing: the explosion was happening. The movie was an byproduct of it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So this is my day. I'm filming the movie by day. I'm DJing at private. So the reason I've learned a lot of my legend stems from the fact that I did a lot of private parties and parties for rich, like wealthy people that had access to hiring me. And they were talking in their circles. And those people knew who I was. And they could, behind the scenes, move me into stuff I wasn't aware that were career moves, like when I became a Billboard reporter. That made me the most important DJ in L.A. That played what I played. I was the only mobile Billboard reporter ever. For people to understand what a Billboard reporter was, in 1981, when I became a Billboard reporter, there was a thing called the Billboard Dance Chart. Yeah. There was no Billboard 200 album chart. It was the dance chart, and that was it. The Hot 100 was like a pop chart. The Billboard Dance Chart was where records you wanted to hear were being broke. And that's where the hotness was. So what they did, how they compiled that chart, is they took the two DJs from 50 cities across the nation. And so in California, there's like there were four. San Francisco and California. Me and Billy Moss in L.A. I can't remember Billy. He used to DJ at the Catch. We were the two D. So he played like, I want to say disco. He didn't play anything with rap. You know, he played all that other stuff, the disco, the dance, the Oscos. I played what was happening in the streets. So it was a brilliant move. They got the clubs in the streets, and they did that everywhere. And that's who compiled the chart. So with the record labels knowing that I'm helping to build the chart, it's 100 charts. So I'm 1/100th of the chart. You know how many records I would get every day in the mail?
Quite so.
I became a record pool, bro, literally. Like, because of the records I was getting, record pools were also trying to contact me. So if I joined a record pool, then that gave them access to the people that I knew.
Exactly.
I didn't know this at the time. So I get in the hottest record pool in LA, and I'm the hottest DJ in there. And I'm thinking my career is just cracking, not knowing I'm being used as well, but it's a fair exchange.
Yeah.
So those things were behind the scenes builds. The clubs, like I did a party for a guy named Miles Copeland, right? Mm-hmm. Miles Copeland was the manager of, well, he owned IRS Records. He managed the police, and he had the original Animals and Boingo Boingo. They were all on his roster. The Bangles, Walk Like an Egyptian. All these are his records, right? So I'm DJing parties for guys like this. You get work when you do parties for guys like that. And they become the talk of legends.
Yeah, I do believe so. Those were
so that was
parties.
Really the main thing. That's what we were doing every day. We were hitting those legendary parties by night, filming, breaking at call time 4 a.m. It was just turntables all day, bro.
Yeah.
And then I was scoring the movie. So after we filmed it, we went to post. Mm-hmm. So I'm 3 weeks doing that. See, I didn't start off producing songs. I started off scoring pieces of music and film. And then they said, hey, can you take that track in the second scene and make it into a rap song? So I said, sure. And all by seeing, put a rap on here. And here goes Reckless.
Nice. Wow. Nice. By the way, something might be a bit off topic, but, just to get the message across, some people might not know this, but why were you called Chris the Glove?
That's funny. So being born in Hollywood, coming with this big ego mentality of superstardom, I meet the guys at Club Radio because the way I was funding my DJing, my friends that were having house parties could only afford $75 for a DJ. So I was like working on the weekends, delivering gear for a DJ mobile service, audio entertainment, my buddy Jerry McGee, so that I could get equipment free so I could make the $75. You see what I mean? Instead of paying $70 to rent the stuff and making $5.
Yeah.
So I just was working it off. So I went to go deliver. He said, man, I want to take you to this place. They do kind of like what you do here. I can't really explain it, but they're dancing and spinning and stuff. And I had really never seen anybody spinning on their head or nothing like that before breakdancing, actually, till I actually went to radio. So I go there to deliver this gear for the night, that Friday night. And the owners, Super AJ and KK, come out. Alex Jordanoff, he lives in Belgium. Yeah, Belgium right now. He's a French national, and he's a quite interesting individual. He was held by terrorists for 30 days. Ooh. So, I think it was allegedly attempting to acquire a nuclear device.
Wow.
So anyway, yeah, man, these are the kind of guys that start shit, bro. Think about his mentality. And he's the one who brought hip-hop to fucking Southern California, this guy. Okay? That's the type of thinker that does these things. Yeah. So him and KK go, hey, man, we hear you're a DJ. And I'm rolling these speakers and shit. Not knowing I got these. Several Vega speakers have these metallic corners on them. And if you stack in more than a pair, you learn that they pinch the shit out of you. Mm-hmm. So you only notice if you're doing big gigs. It's not like a do-at-home guy would never notice. So I'm moving the stuff. I mean, unless he had a horrible accident. So I got these giant gardening gloves with felt insets, like couldn't pinch me for shit, right? I got these big-ass gloves on like Mickey Mouse, right? I'm rolling these Serum Vegas. So they go, hey, man, we hear you're a DJ. So I'm like, I'm the best DJ you ever heard of. Hot shit. And they're like, okay, best DJ, what's your DJ name? And I'm like, DJ Chris. They were like, yeah, but no. Yeah. So I tell you what, we want you to come in tonight and play at 11. So when you come back, we're going to have a name for you. We do a marquee, so we'll have your name up already. No, I'm thinking it's going to be on a flyer or something. So I get there, and they have on there the glove, 11 p.m. I said, well, 11 p.m., that's when they told me to come here. So for all I know, it could have been another guy in the bathroom, right? Yeah. Like he was supposed to go in at 11, but I just got there first. And once I get on them tables, you ain't getting me off. Nah. So that's how I got my name. It was in Light.
Good. That's a very good story.
So I was given the career by an epiphany, and my name was in Lights when I walked. It's like a career that was made there. I just walked into it.
Yeah, very good. But, that maybe that was just meant to be, right?
Yeah, it seems like it because I'm kind of adequate on them turntables.
Mm-hmm. You certainly are. You certainly are. About what are you doing? What are you doing nowadays, Chris?
Oh wow, man, the same thing. Just that the movies and the songs, I mean, aren't as groundbreaking today. But like, for instance, through my career, I worked with Dr. Dre, grooming Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound and Tupac,
and Exhibit, just about everyone on the West Coast.
Yeah, we made that.
Also, some on the East Coast, like Nas.
Yeah, we had some friends on the East that we worked and shared our wares with. But, you know, it's just such a growth, man. So still the same thing, but I have content. Right now I have my own show on Delicious Vinyl Radio on the Dash Radio app on Fridays 2 to 6. Mm-hmm. I play, like, the music I was telling you, you know, the funk before hip-hop, and then I'll play some related songs, some not. I just play what I like, really. It ain't no theme except it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's good, we'll play it.
Yeah, new. It could be new if it fits a certain thing. I have certain shows like Baseline Sundays that I do. I play nothing but. Most people are using it now for a sample haven. They go and listen to my show and go, "I'm gonna sample that song." I might tell you the title, or they can. You know, a lot of guys are listening and using Siri. It's cool. I don't care. That's what I'm doing it for. You know, because the music sucks, man, and they need somebody to play some of this stuff, so they go to sample that instead of the shit that they've been sampling in the '90s and 2000s.
Amen.
Go get some good. Yeah, so I'm gonna help y'all out.
Yeah, thank you. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Hey, what's in the near future for Chris Taylor?
Right now, I got a release called "Them Women Hot" with my boy Vigilante, the reggae rapper, and it just dropped May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, on all streaming formats. And any DJs can hit me on my Facebook at DJ Chris the Glove or Chris the Glove Taylor, or my Instagram at Chris the Glove. And I will send them MP3s. That is what I'm doing. I'm looking for a German rapper. I'm glad I'm on here. I want to do a Reckless remake, but in German. I need the best, hottest German rapper out there. Like, help me out.
Okay. Well, we'll try. We'll send this off to Germany. Maybe some Dutch guys can answer that call as well.
Well, that's what I mean. You know, not just German, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll spread
over
it
there.
We'll spread it across this nation. One more question remaining, because I think I have the feeling that I could talk to you for hours, except that the program isn't that long. But what is your love for Asian culture? Because you've got Tibetan Jam, and later on we'll be playing Ichiban Scratch, which is plain Japanese for number one scratch. So what's your love for the Orient?
You know what's funny? The funniest thing is, those titles, Ichiban Scratch, Tibetan Jam, Dave Storrs named those songs. And, you know, it's funny because I knew that Ichiban Scratch was number one scratch, and I knew that, well, Tibetan Jam was just a remnant of what we were doing. We just was in this, I don't know, maybe it was me wanting to be a ninja. I don't know. It just felt natural. Dave named those, though.
Ah, okay.
Gotta give it up.
So it might just be you being a ninja on the turntables.
Yeah, I think I could be. I think I would be I'm a turntable ninja, definitely. Thank you.
Cool. You don't see it coming, and it strikes hard, and it will blow your mind.
And I can use a smoke bomb to disappear.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Try to incorporate that in your performances. That'd be absolutely cool.
I'm gonna do my live stream.
Okay, Chris Glove, thank you very much for taking the time to have this talk with us. We'll be enjoying some more of your music, as I said, with Ichiban Scratch. And, well, maybe we'll talk again in the future.
Yes, sir. Appreciate your time as well, man. Thank you, everybody. Okay. I'm going to be reposting as soon as you get it up. Send me a link.
Good. Yeah, we will do. That will probably be Thursday or Friday, but it will be coming your way.
Okay, and for my people who caught it live, thank you, and see you out there, man, in the internet.
Good. Once again, thank you very much, and you have a good day.
You too, my friend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.